Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin, and I am on the 5th and final box of yarn that I've brought down from the cubes on the top row of my yarn wall. I guess, so there is yarn on top, but I went through that before I even started this thing, this adventure. I'm not sure what to call it. But it's anniversary cakes and 2 hobby yarn packs. So it's not anything. I honestly didn't weed anything out because I have plans for every single one of those items. So anyway, actually no, I did weed something out because there was 2 cotton hobby bags and I grabbed one down and I asked the kids if they wanted it and both of them refused. So I put it in the giveaway box and somebody got it last in the Krafting Kitty Creator Spotlight. So I hope they enjoyed it. I really wanted to use it to make something, but the kids said no, and that's okay. That's okay. But what are we talking about that? We're not talking about that. We're talking about this. We're talking about this cube of yarn. And you're probably going, Erin, what on earth are you talking about if you're new? So basically this is my Yarn Management Monday. I have reached capacity within my collection. I have no more room for storage. And frankly, I need to get the yarn out of storage and into use because it's overflowed a little bit. So we need to remove yarn from the storage. In order to do that, I'm going through what I have out here and assessing what I'm actually going to use, what I have actual plans for, what in my heart I want to keep, and what I'm going to find other homes for. This one doesn't have a lot of variety. I think it's because there was some bigger yarn in this thing. I guess, did I finish the thought on what I'm doing? So basically we're going through cube by cube, what's here, looking at it, talking about it. I'm taking some out, I'm putting it back on the shelf. I have space now, I think after I'm done with this, to pull a box out of storage. So we will talk about that as well. But first, let's talk about the yarn in this cube. Let's do it. Let's start with these baby cakes. I got 2 of them. So this is Caron Baby Cake. Oh, Caron Baby Cake. Yarn Inspirations. This colorway is Retro. Very pretty. It is very similar to the colors in the Red Heart Retro Stripes. These are 8.5 ounce, 240 grams, 560 yards, 512 meters, 82% acrylic, 18% nylon, a medium 4, 5mm knitting needles and crochet hooks, machine washable and dryable. Do not triangle, don't bleach the yarn, do not iron, do not dry clean. Made in China. So like I said, I have 2 of these. You know, a little lady has her heart set on them. So they are staying with me. Okay, what else do I have? I have 2 of these, and my heart is set on them, so they are staying. These are also Caron cakes. These are Caron marble cakes. And 8.5 ounces, 240 grams, 404 yards, 369 meters, 100% acrylic here. It is a medium 4, 5mm crochet hook and knitting needles, machine washable and dryable. Do not bleach, do not triangle, do not iron, do not dry clean. This is blue velvet. Oh, this is a prettier side. Blue velvet. Where are you made, blue velvet? Turkey! This is made in Turkey. Ooh, free pattern on label. Oh! There's a sweater pattern on the label. Nice. That looks knit to me. Yeah, I'm going to say that's a knit pattern. Nice. I doubt 2 cakes makes it in my size. But let's take the dress off and see. Finished bust measurement. Oh, dear Lord. 30. So the finished bust measurements are 30 inches, 42, 46, 50, 56, 64. Man, I'm right smack dab in the middle. How many? Where do you have your yard estimation? Yep, it says for a sweater of my size, I would need 4 of them. Well, that's okay. I don't have to make that sweater anyway, do I? Not that I would think this amount would be sufficient for a sweater for me anyway. I generally go for blanket quantities to make myself a sweater. Because then you know you're going to have enough. Okay, so a third yarn I had was, I've got 5 of these. Oops, what's going on here? No, I must have accidentally pressed on something and it tried to set a disability feature on my computer. Okay, I've got 5 of these. These are a beautiful peacock dark teal color. And they are Grundle Pretty yarn. It's very soft. I don't recall where this came from. I know this yarn often comes in Mary Maxim mystery bags, but to get 5 of them, like my gut says mystery bag Mary Maxim, but I don't know. This is color 10. Oh, come on. Where do you have your information here? 100% polyacrylic, 100% acrylic. They want 5 to 6 millimeter knitting needles and crochet hook. They say 700 grams will make a size 38 sweater. That's nice. It tells you the size of the sweater. I think that puts that as a small though. Because I believe they're talking 30. But this would not be, everything's in metric. So that would be centimeters, not inches. And 38 inches is normally what we would say is a smallish sweater. Adult sweater. 38 centimeters, if that's what that is, that has to be child size, right? I would think so. Especially if it's complete bust. Because if it's complete bust at 38, that's 19 inches across. I forget what Bingo was last time I measured her. But that feels like Bingo size. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so wash at 30 degrees. Do not triangle. Do not dry. Lay flat to dry. Do not iron. You may pee. I say that because it sounds funny. It means when you dry clean, you can use whatever solvent is labeled P. I'm going to guess this is made in Turkey because a lot of this is in Turkish. But I thought, no, it's German. A lot of it's in German. Yep, made for Germany. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing where this is constructed. I do not believe it is made in Germany. I have not come across many yarn. My guess is this is made in Turkey for distribution in Germany. Okay. Now, I am going to keep that. I would very much like to make a small baby blanket out of that. I was originally eyeing that for one of my Fridays with Fred blankets. In particular, the one that says, "Will you be my neighbor?" I don't believe I've got the yardage, though, for that particular blanket. I need to double check. And also, that blanket is designed for a bulky 5, and this is a 4. But, what else? I have one more type of yarn out of that cube, and I have 3 cakes of it. 1, 2, 3, and oops, don't lose your dress. This I'm not keeping. I know that already. These are Teacakes. They're a 6-weight yarn. Y'all know I don't like the big yarns. So I think this is a beautiful color, though. That is Erin's color. If I were to use a tea cake, this would be the tea cake of choice. But I'm not going to do it, let's be honest. So super bulky 6. They want 8mm knitting needles and crochet hook. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. Do not bleach. Do not iron. Do not dry clean. This colorway is smoked fruit. 80% acrylic, 20% wool, 8.5 ounces, 240 grams, 204 yards, 186 meters per cake. Made in India. That's pretty. Oh, that blanket. The wavy granny crochet. I made that! Mel! The blanket. Mel from Lithalia's Little Hook did a crochet along using the blanket on this label. Very cool. I used Skinny Cakes, which is a 3-weight yarn, not a 6-weight yarn. But I thought that pattern recommended a 5. I don't know, maybe I've got the name wrong. It looks very familiar. It looks very similar to what we made. I believe it is the same blanket. How funny. Anyway, so these 3 cakes are going into the bin behind me for giving away purposes at some point. Yay! So, you might say, Erin, that's only 3 balls, but those are gigantic balls. What's going back is 4 normal size Caring cakes and 5 kind of on the smaller, more reasonable size. I think these are 100 grams, right? Yeah, I'm not even seeing where it says yardage or anything on here. What? Okay, the information on these labels there's a paucity of information. Huh. Okay, so then I wouldn't use it for the blanket anyway, because I'm not sure how much yardage is in there. But yeah, when I get this back up on the wall, I am very certain I'm going to have 2 full empty cubes. So we cleared out in this process 2 full cubes of yarn. Some of it has already been given away. Some of it I gave away during videos because I wasn't pre-filming so much in advance, and I am a little nervous to promise too much and then forget and then mess myself up. Let's be honest. I have a history of messing myself up. So, oh, I'm proud. I'm going to get this up. I'm going to, you know, that Impressions yarn is still up there. I'm still deciding on that. I really like it. And I think, like I said, having a 5-weight is smart. And I am, you know, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it for now. Yeah, I'm going to pull a box out of storage. I'm going to have Brian do that. I'll film that. So that'll be filmed in advance as well. I am so excited and invigorated and energized and inspired by this whole process. So thank you so much, everybody, for going on this journey with me and supporting me. I love hearing your stories about how it's inspiring you to organize your collections and see. Oh, and Patricia, I just saw your comment about getting a yarn room. That is amazing. I love it. I love it. I hate that your son is gone, but I love that you get a yarn room. Okay, I am going to talk to you later. That's going to be a little telling for Patricia when I film this. I will see you later, though. Bye-bye.